happening, y'all? It's your boy DC Curry. You're listening to DisRace. DisRace live from the ATL, from the new improved Uptown Comedy Corner on Virginia Avenue, right up from the airport. DisRace, you in here about us, for us. Well, it's really for anybody. DisRace, where our motto is no hate,
no fear.
But no fear. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
And we ain't never running.
But we never run. I got my main man, the black box, say he know everything and don't know shit. To my left, Bo P.
Hooty hoo, man.
I got my main man, Mook man, / producer / executive producer extraordinaire.
In the heezy.
For sheezy. We got our sold out studio audience guests. There's 3 of them. I got head of security, Richard the Bull Torrance, on the 1s and 2s, understudy of Aunt Ball's Love. I got Will, glad I ain't Will Smith, technician extraordinaire. He tried to say something, but his mic ain't working. He's a technician.
Yes, sir.
Well, I was sad to hear today my main man, Jimmy J.J. Walker, bit the dust.
Dynamite. Damn.
Oh, J.J.
I did not know that. I ain't seen that nowhere on the internet. And
former star, Good Times. You know, they had beef back then. John Amos and Esther Rowe, both of them thought the show was supposed to be, you know, uplifting for black folk, and they thought Jimmy Walker, JJ, was bringing it down with the JJ character. Jimmy Walker was bringing it down with JJ characters. So they say they never spoke on the set. They wouldn't talk to each other. And then it's amazing what we fall out about, man.
I heard that. I didn't hear about the Esther Rowe not.
Oh, that's old news there. I'm just bringing it up.
Oh, yeah, but I heard about the father, and I mean, you know, James and JJ not getting along, but I didn't know the mother wasn't getting along either.
Yeah.
But DC, I didn't hear
falling out.
I didn't hear about JJ dying, but I saw a lot of stuff on the internet today about Esther Rose and how she said that when they came to her about the part, she fought for a man like James to play the part. They wanted a soft, silly type of character for her husband. She said, no, I want a real black man for my husband, and they was fighting against that, and the producers like, that's what we want to do. It was a black producer. I didn't know that too.
I didn't know that.
It was a black producer involved, and they fought for her to have a real black man like James for that role.
Well, he came up, and later on, he approached me. I was in New Jersey, I think, Tupac Theater, and he came to me. He was at the show. And he came to me and said he wanted to do comedy. He said, you know, good luck. They say it takes 10 years to get going, and you'd be about 90.
He had a late start.
But good luck. I don't know if he ever pursued it or not. I ain't seen him on the road. And rest in peace, Jimmy Walker.
Right.
I got a couple of Jimmy Walker stories. Here I go. My first Jimmy Walker story, we were in Cincinnati. I performed with him over the years a few times. I mean, it is what it is. It's true.
I know you got to tell it. I know you got to tell it how it is. That's the only way you tell it.
We were in Cincinnati, first time I ever performed with JJ, Jimmy Walker, about 20 years ago. And as we're approaching the club, this club was owned by, what's the boy that Short Boy used to host Family Feud back in the day?
Oh, yeah, from Cincinnati. On
Huh?
the club.
Richard Dawson?
No, before Richard Dawson, the Short Boy that owned the club.
On the club in Cincinnati. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't think.
I can't call his name. Google it, Brittany.
Yeah.
At any rate, JJ and myself were at the club. I was featuring for JJ. And I got out the car. JJ pulled up next to me, got out the car. And as we're going into the club, you know, JJ had some fans, man.
Yeah.
From good times. So they were out there, and I'm not dissing him because he died today. But there were groups of people, a lot of little black boys, a lot of little white boys. Jimmy Walker refused to sign autographs for the black kids. Not just like happenstance, like the black kids happen to be in the way or something. He specifically said, as we going in the club, I don't sign autographs for black kids.
You told me that story, yeah.
Dang.
Then he proceeded, I'm standing there in awe. The little black boys are hollering Dynamite and Jimmy Walker, JJ. He refused. He said that black folk had not supported him and were against him and his character on Good Times. And then he went on to sign autographs for the little white boys. I had a problem with it, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what if what he said was true. He later on, talking to me, I think said NAACP had said something negative about him being on the show. The hell with all that was my perspective. How can you as a black man and a star, to whatever extent, refuse these young brothers' autographs? Would have been better if he said, I ain't signing autographs for nobody.
Right.
He refused. He said, I don't sign autographs for black kids. And I've been performing 30-something years. That was the first time I ever went up. It wasn't the only time, but that was the first time I ever went up, and my mission was to put my foot in his ass. And I did.
But DC, I only got to perform with him one time, and that was in Nashville. And same thing. I don't know why they put me on the show with him.
God bless him.
God bless him. They asked me to go back out after him, dog. That's how bad it was. Can you go out and close the show?
Did you do it?
No, I didn't. I said, no, man.
I've been asked to go back up twice. No, I'm not going back up.
Let him deal with that one.
Yeah. I'm not going back up.
And at that same show, what's the guy who used to host?
Yeah, take this ass.
What's the guy that used to host the gospel show on Sunday? He was really big.
I can see his face. I can't call his name. With the perm.
Bobby Jones.
Bobby Jones.
Bobby Jones at the show. He came up to me. I thought he was a woman.
Bobby Jones.
Oh my God, you were fabulous.
Give me a kiss.
I'm looking at him like, what the hell? But like you say, JJ didn't want to sign autographs for nobody that night. He did not sign autographs for no black people that night. He went in the dressing room and didn't come out, man.
And said it in front of me to the little black boys as we were going into the club. What's the boy's name?
Oh, Tommy Maris.
No. Huh? Ray
Combs. Ray Combs.
He killed himself in a wrecked his Jag, I think, later on. But he owned the club in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
JJ refused to sign autographs for black people.
Yeah.
All right, fast.
God rest his soul.
Rest his soul. Hold it, don't rest his soul yet. Wait a minute, I got one more story.
But he entertained people though in a way that they remember good times. So we got to give him that respect.
Yeah, Dynamite.
Yeah, Dynamite.
Fast forward, the night Michael Jackson died, Jimmy Walker and I were performing at in Los Angeles. What's the name of the Lakers stadium?
Whiskey?
No, Staples Center.
Staples Center.
Staples Center. And well, Michael Jackson died the day before. Now, we were in Staples Center, has a convention center next door. So we were performing at the convention center next door. They share the same parking lot. So Michael Jackson died. We had a show there the next day. Me, Cheryl Underwood, and Jimmy Walker. And I mean, the parking lot was so full. The show was supposed to start at 7:30, but it wasn't nowhere to park because there was so many reporters there and trailers and everything. So the show ended up starting at 10:30. Me, Cheryl Underwood, and Jimmy Walker. So he was there with Ann Coulter. You know, they were a couple for a long time. Ann Coulter, the racist politician, one white woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were a couple.
Oh, okay.
So Jimmy. He comes in with her, huh?
That's a Jimmy with his dynamite stick. Got
yeah,
it.
dynamite. So once again, we in there, because we lounging around. Show supposed to start at 7:30 something. It's 10 o'clock. So we, mingling for whatever it's worth, because they had to let the people get in there, because the people had to go and find some place to park because of Michael Jackson just died.
You thought they was at your show.
And that's where he was rehearsing at the Staples Center, so all these reporters swarmed in. And once again, I heard him make a comment where some black kids asked him to say dynamite. And when I tell you he went off, I mean he went off. And so my statements to him were, what else you known for?
Right. Because he never did nothing else.
Right, that's it.
Yeah. So we butted heads a couple of times, but sad to see him.
Yeah, man.
Die. I hope he had that insurance he be talking about on that commercial. I hope he got his money.
Somebody got it.
Rest in peace, Jimmy Walker. You know, he started off in radio.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started off in radio doing ads, and then one thing led to another, and then he started doing comedy, and then he got the part on Good Times.
So
I didn't watch it for him no way. I watched it to see the girl.
Thelma.
Huh?
Thelma.
Thelma.
Yeah.
I was in love with Thelma, boy.
Everybody was, DC. That was the first fine black woman we all saw on TV. Thelma.
Oh, she was fine.
Yeah.
Foxy Brown was the first.
Foxy.
Then was Thelma.
Well, that was in movies.
Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier.
Yeah.
It was Thelma for me.
You saw Thelma every week. You saw Foxy in the movies every time,
true.
every now and then. But you saw Thelma every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the auntie. Bologna. She was also fine to young. You know what I mean? That was another thing. Like, man, look at the auntie.
Thelma had
But-
that.
And I'm saying,
Flora.
Thelma was in,
Flora was your mama.
when I signed to do Jamie Foxx show, which never happened, but I signed to do it. I was with Warner Brothers at the time, and she was in there too, and I was reading for the part, and they made her read. I'm like, I don't believe y'all making this woman a star.
Yeah.
And they took Gary Morris instead of me, and they took
Because he could read.
and they took another lady instead of her. So I ain't feel bad.
But DC, do you think it was a strategic move to have the ugliest mama you could have, but to have a fine daughter and a fine auntie?
The ugliest what?
I don't think she was the auntie. She was a neighbor.
She was a neighbor. She wasn't related.
But the mama wasn't the best looking thing.
Well, don't call a woman ugly.
I ain't say
now.
ugly.
Wait a minute.
I-
That's the
I- I-
road.
He
Well,
said
I didn't say
thing. She
ugly.
wasn't the best looking thing.
I did say ugly. I didn't mean to say
Don't
ugly.
call her a
I didn't mean to
thing.
say ugly, but she wasn't the neighbor.
Well, was she just an older woman?
She was hard to look at.
Or was she hard to look at, or was she typical sister? She had a natural.
Right?
She was a little heavy set.
Right?
Yeah.
She was a mama.
She was what?
She was a mama.
She was the mom.
Most of our mamas look like that.
Yeah, but your neighbors don't look like your neighbors fine.
Right. Ain't that something? The neighbors are fine.
That's how life is.
Yeah, that's our life. Ain't that
Miss
crazy?
Parker.
She's still acting, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Still
Esther Rose dead, now Jimmy dead. John Amos is still alive.
Yeah.
He's on. He's He's close.
He's close to what?
Yeah, I think he's sickly.
He what?
He's sickly.
Oh, he's sickly. I thought you said 60. I like, what the hell that
No,
mean?
he's sickly.
John do his
John
son,
Amos sick?
Yeah, he looks sick to me. Don't I
No,
heard
him and his
that
son
say
do
he
a
looks
podcast.
sickly.
Him and his son do. I'm one of his friends. He do Instagram every day. Him and his son.
You want his friends, or you want his social media?
I want his social media followers.
Oh, you're a follower. Okay.
Follower. I'm a follower. Yeah, him and his son. Because I did a show, and I didn't meet him, but I met his son, so I started following the son. And so his son is on there. He have his father on there every other day, showing something with him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it comical, or is it what kind of show?
Some of it is comical. A lot of it is comical. Matter of fact, it's more comical than it is serious.
Well, he told me, he told me that he wanted to be a comic. Asked me what you do. I said, have at it. I don't know shit.
He's gonna play some funny parts.
tell you something and you ain't been, huh?
He's played some funny parts.
Yeah, he got a lot of roles.
When he was on Martin, he played Thomas.
He was in the movie. What was the movie JJ did later on? Yeah, JJ was in a movie later on. One of them
B-roll movie.
One of them black
Exploitation movie.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Huh? Let's do it again. Was that what it was? Something like that.
Yeah, Bootsy Palmer, he played the boxer.
Yeah.
Played the little skinny boxer.
Yeah.
He
So
looked like Kevin Durant up there.
he went on, but he was always Jimmy. He was always like an angry brother, angry, mad. Huh?
Yeah.
He's mad. He's mad at the world. I guess he didn't think he got his just due, particularly from us.
But that's why the show's still on, right? Because of us watching it over the years. We continue to watch it. We continue to support it.
I didn't think it was degrading to me, his part or none of it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, and I thought it still was positive.
I didn't think, as a kid watching it, I didn't know what degrading was. I just know
Overall,
black people on TV.
And then overall, I thought it was true to society that black folk in general. I mean, this is what I took from the show.
Yeah.
Black folk, in spite of their hard times and all that, it was fun.
They stayed together as a family.
And it was fun being black.
Right.
Well,
It was fun being poor.
Right.
Now they did like do some things that was not out of the ordinary. Some things I know real ordinary black people wouldn't do. Like James found the bag full of money, and his wife gonna tell him turn the money in.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree.
I wouldn't have turned the money in.
My father, and I was with him, found some money one time and turned it in.
Yeah, but I'm talking about here you are, you live in the projects, you complaining, you don't know where your next meal coming from. James go out, work all week, make $25. Y'all struggling. He don't know what's going on. Then he finds a bag full of money.
Right.
And turns it in.
Right.
That's different between the.
And you think that's unheard of? See, if he did what you saying you would have done, that would have been degrading to black people. That been saying a nigga finds some money and he'd be damn if he gonna turn it in.
But at the end of the day, come on, man. Let's
tell you the difference.
Most people would have kept.
Okay, so that's
including me.
Right.
But I'm telling you, I was with my dad and he found some money. And I watched him turn it in and I shook my head.
But the difference is, at that time, a black man who was raised that has a family, trying to live right, he found the money. He don't want nothing to lose. He turns it in. But a guy who ain't so
he don't want nothing to lose. What does that mean?
He don't want to lose his family. He don't want to go to jail over there.
He don't want to go to jail.
He don't want to go, none of that. So he doing the right thing.
James kept
But
some
now
of the
somebody
money.
who may not be in that same situation, who don't have a job, who ain't working, who ain't got a family life built up like that, he may take the money and hey, shit, I come up.
I think that incident just said, whether it's true or not, that black folk, even poor black folk, have some character and some dignity and some morals,
I get that. Bro.
And then it may have been somebody else's black money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not like you Robin Hood.
Yeah.
You taking from the rich and giving to yourself, the poor.
Yeah.
He just thought it was the right thing to do.
Yeah. But one thing Good Time did, it showed you the ups and downs as a black family. And it shows you, like you say,
really
good time, the crazy time when you're running the crazy cousins and crazy
really
people on the street. It brought all that into it.
I ain't never really seen no ups on the show.
When your Christmas when they didn't have the money and the churches came along, and it had what a normal black family in the hood would go through.
Nah, you talk about equal and all of this women's lib and all that now. And there ain't no difference between the genders, blah, blah, blah. What if the boy, and they even had back then, before it was gay, he was sissy back then.
Yeah.
Michael was sissy.
He was sissy. Oh, yeah.
But you talk about equal gender and all that. Now, how would y'all have felt if JJ had been a young, handsome black brother and the girl, Thelma, had been just an ugly wench?
Oh, it'd been a whole different show.
That would have been degrading.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't come to me with this shit about it's all the same for a woman and a man. What the hell you frown at?
Why you say that would be degrading?
It would.
Why?
I would have raised hell. This the best looking. Why you got this ugly ass girl on here?
You got the ugly, but you got the ugly ass mama on there.
That don't make no difference. You ugly.
We got to find daughter.
The mama ain't ugly. Stop saying that about the woman, man. Ain't nobody mama ugly.
Right.
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying.
It's the kids that are ugly or not ugly.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Esther Rowe wasn't ugly.
Okay, well, whatever you want to call it.
And then when they brought Janet through, that did it.
They brought Janet on with her no acting ass.
Yeah. Right. Nappy head and everything.
And then they had Michael on, the sissy.
Right. And they never brought up an episode about him being a sissy.
Never brought it up.
Never. They did never come around there. But we, as men watching it, you know he was a little different than the average boy.
He always had a little girlfriend, though. One episode, he was kissing her down and everything.
Yeah, but you knew.
That's when they tried to get away from him.
You knew.
That was older when he got a little teenager, because they like, we've been playing him a sissy so long. Let's try to see if he know how to kiss. They had to show that. He probably asked for that. He probably asked for, hey man, I'm tired of acting like this little punk. Show me, give me a role with a girl. You know what I'm saying?
And now you wouldn't even think twice about it on the show. You would just say, hey, the little gay boy.
Yeah.
But back then it was like nobody spoke on it, but it was like obvious the boy was.
It was in the air.
Touched.
It was in the air. He had a scent.
He was in that poetry.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. We talk about your hometown, boy. Them niggas ain't took a bath in a month. They ain't got no damn water.
Take a shower. Keep your mouth closed.